Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this class, let us discuss how to convert the isometric view into orthographic view. Okay, isometric view means it is a three-dimensional view. We are converting this three-dimensional view into two-dimensional view. This two-dimensional view we can call it as orthographic view also. Okay, so in 2D view we are taking front view, that is in the shortcut form I am writing FV, and SV means side view and top view. So front view, side view and top view we are doing in the orthographic view. Let us take the given question. So in this question isometric view has given. We need to do these three views. Okay, these are the orthographic views. So here this is a given diagram. It is isometric view. Let us take the given question. Draw front view and side view of a given isometric angle plate. This is an angle plate. Okay, isometric view it is. So for this isometric view, we have to do the front view and side view. Okay. So just now I told front view and side view and top view we are calling orthographic view. In this given question we need to do only front view and side view. Okay, no need to do the top view. For doing these orthographic views we have two methods, first angle method and third angle method. We can take any method for doing this orthographic view. In the given question they have not mentioned which method we have to follow, either first angle method or third angle method. Okay, it is not given in the question. That's why we can take the first method. We will follow this method for doing the orthographic view. I will explain what is first angle method and what is third angle method in the next coming video. Please watch it. Here in this class we will take the first angle method. In it we will do the front view. Okay. Below this we have to do the top view. And here at the side of the front view we have to do the side view. Okay. We are dividing these views with the help of the reference lines, horizontal reference line and vertical reference line. Here we need to do only two views. It is front view and side view. We have to do front view and side view. So this is the isometric view has given. Here this dimension size is very small. Okay, that's why I rewrite the dimension. Here it is 65. Here this is 40. Here this thickness is 15. Okay, and this height is 35. And this thickness is 15. And this height is 30. And this thickness is 10. Okay, here these are the given dimension. Here units are not given. We have to consider units are in mm. Okay, if units are not given, we have to consider all units are in millimeters. For this isometric view, let us do the front view and side view. These are the orthographic views. As I told in the first angle position, we have to do the front view here. Okay, and we have to do one reference line. Here we have to do the side view. Okay, roughly we will do here front view and side view. After that we will use the instrument. We do the front view and side view in the sheet. Okay, here for doing the front view, take the arrow, wherever arrow has given, it is the front view. Okay, here the arrow has given in this direction. So we have to see the entire isometric view from this side. So if you are seeing this side, we can see this width 65 mm width, and this height is how much it is. Here it is given 15 mm. We can see this 15 mm and 65 mm width. So initially take 65 mm line and this height 15 mm. Roughly mark the dimensions. Okay, and after that we can see this thickness also 15 mm thickness like this. Do up to some length. We don't know how much length. Just do here. Here at this corner, do the 35 mm height it has given. Just do 35 mm here. Okay. After that, here one semicircle is there. Okay. This semicircle axis line has given. Okay, an axis line is there. Just I will do one axis line like this. Okay, so axis line means center of the semicircle is passing through this line. Okay, now after that we can see the semicircular height. Okay, how much height of the semicircle? Here this semicircle width we know. What is the semicircle width or diameter of the semicircle? It is nothing but 40. Okay, so the width of the semicircle is nothing but this width 40. Okay, take this is 40, means it is nothing but diameter of the semicircle. Here we can see the height of the semicircle. Okay, so how much height of the semicircle? So this is a radius, correct, from center to this arc. So how much it is? As we know diameter is 40, radius is 20. Okay, so about 20 this semicircle is coming. Okay, after 35 mm about 20 from here we can see the entire height. After that we can see this width also. How much this width? 15 mm. We can see this L shape. Okay, here this width is 15 mm given. So above this take 15 mm here. At at 15 mm, do this line. Okay, drop the line here up to this intersection point. Here also extend the line, here also extend the line, we will get this point. Okay, now this is the front view L section. After that, in the front view we can see the slope also. Okay, so how much height of the slope here? 30. Okay. So from this point it is 30 mm. Let us assume it is coming here. Okay, this distance is just roughly I am taking here 30. Okay, this is the distance. So about 30, from 30 mm to this line. Okay, edge of this we can see the slope. Now join this point to this point, we will see the slope line. Okay, this is the slope. Okay, this is the final front view, L shape with slope line. So this is a L shape, this is a slope line. So this is just dimension I am marking here. Okay, this dimension. Now this is the front view, and let us do the side view of it. For doing the side view, just do the projector lines from the front view. This projector line should be in light color with pencil compared to the main lines. Here also do one projector line. At the axis also do the axis line. Okay, don't do the continuous line. Axis line is always two big lines with a dot. Here also do one line. Here also do one line up to some length. In the projector lines, do the side view. Side view is coming, as I told, this is a front view. The another side will do the side view. Okay, this is left hand side. Okay, now the always remember left hand side view we have to do in the right side of the diagram. Okay, similarly vice versa we have to do. If you are taking right hand side view, we have to do left of the diagram. Okay, here side view is coming left, that's why do in the right side of the diagram. Okay, so if you see from this direction for side view, we can see this box. Okay, what are the dimensions of the box? 40 by 15. Okay, so main line is this line. On it take 40 mm. 15 projector line already we took here. Just do one box, make it dark. Okay, this is 15. 40 by 15, one box. After that, we can see this height also up to the axis line. Okay, entire height both sides. Now extend the lines up to this axis line like this. Okay, after that we will see the semicircle. Okay, now here for taking the semicircle we have to mark the center. Okay, already we know the axis line, we know this width, take the middle point. Okay, so take 40 mm middle point, 20 mm. Okay, just do one line here, light color, it is a center. Okay, by using compass take this radius 20 mm, do one semicircle. Okay, roughly I am doing here, it is coming like this. Okay, after getting the semicircle, from the side view we can see this thickness also. How much thickness it is? 10 mm. Okay, where this thickness is at the middle of 40. Okay, at the middle of 40 take thickness is 10 mm. So this is a middle point, just now I told. So take this side is 5 mm, this side is 5 mm, total is 10 mm. Okay, we can see this 10 mm vertical height like this. So how much length it is? 30 mm. Already we took 30 mm height here. Already we took the projector line up to this line. We have to take this vertical box. In the side view, we can see this slope line as vertical line. Okay, of thickness 10 mm. Do the front view here, side view here. First I will take the reference line of some length. Take the vertical line here. Here do the front view. Here do the side view. In the front view, we can see this L section. This width is 65 mm. Let us take one line here of 65 mm. Mark the end points. 15 mm. So take this is the reference line. Here do the one vertical line of some length. On it take 1.5 centimeter. Now after that, take this entire height. How much it is? This height is 35, it is given. Okay, up to the center 35 plus 20. So total is 55 mm height. So here take 55 mm height. So take this is the reference line. Here do some length. On it take 55 mm. Point, make it dark. Okay, this is the entire height. So here take 15 mm, 1.5 centimeter. So take this is the reference line. Here do one line of some length. On it take 1.5 centimeter. Make it dark. Here at this point do the vertical line, at this point do the horizontal line, take the intersection point. So take this is the reference line. Now this L shape we did. After that here mark this point, it is 30 mm from this corner. Okay, so from this corner mark 30 mm, it is the end point. So this point, join this point to this point for getting the slope. Getting the L shape with slope. Okay, here do the axis line. This axis line is 35 mm from the bottom. Take 35 mm here. Here do the axis line. Take this is the reference line. Here do the axis line. Axis line is two big lines with a dot like this. Okay, this is the front view. Now for doing the side view, we have to do the projectile lines from all the main lines of this diagram. Okay. From this line, do the projectile line of some length. Here also do projectile line. Here do axis line. Axis line is always two big lines with a dot. And from this point, and then getting the projectile lines, do the side view. We can take any gap here. Okay, here also we can take any gap from the reference line. Okay, do this box initially 40 by 15 mm. Okay, so here I will start here. So on this main line I will take 40. So this is already 15. So take this is the reference line. Take this is the reference line, and here complete the box. So after getting this box, okay, do this height, okay, up to this axis line. Okay, now this is the axis line. Extend this side and this side. This is the reference. Now after getting this, mark the center. Okay, center means middle of this 40. So middle of the 40 means here at 20 mark 1 point. At 20 do the vertical line here. Take this is any vertical line is a reference line. At 20 do the axis line or mark the center here like this. This is the center. For getting this arc, this is the center point. Okay, take this is a radius. Just do an arc here. Getting this semicircle, construct this box, okay, of 10 mm thickness. Okay, at the middle of the line take 5 mm this side, 5 mm this side. From this side it is 30 mm. Okay, mark the middle point. Here take 5 mm this side and then 5 mm this side. Okay, getting the thickness of the box. Okay, make the complete box. This box height is up to this projectile line. Okay, up to this projectile line. Take this is a reference line. From this point, extend the line and complete the box. Here after doing these diagrams, mark the given dimensions. Here whatever dimensions are there, mark some dimensions in the front view, the remaining dimensions in the side view. Okay, take this width is 65 mm here. Dimensional line is always parallel to this line, and this thickness is 15 mm, mark here, and this thickness is also 15 mm, mark here. So in the side view this width is 40 mm, okay, and this thickness is 10 mm, mark here, and this is the radius, it is 20. You take one arrow, you can mark R or you can take 20 mm here, 20, and mark this side 35 mm from bottom to the axis line. Okay, this is the axis line, and mark this slope height also. So this slope height is 30 mm vertical height. Okay, so this is 30 mm. So here this is 15 mm, 15 plus 30 mm, we are getting 45 mm. Mark this height. Okay, this is the method of marking all the dimensions. Here main line should be in dark color compared to the projectile lines. Projectile line should be in light color, and the reference line is also in dark color. Here we can take any gap between the reference line and the main diagram. This side also we can take any gap. This is the method of doing the orthographic view for a given isometric view. If you like this lecture, please press the like button, subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.